Now, to understand what's at stake in the Iran war, we have to look beyond oil and into the currency that powers global trade. For decades, the US dollar has dominated the energy markets, but now the yuan payments that are emerging in the key routes, such as the Strait of Hormuz, there is a gradual shift towards a more multipolar financial world that could be underway. Around 80% of global oil trades are still settled in dollars, reinforcing its dominance over international commerce. But the war has now put pressure on this system. Iran, leveraging its geographic control, is experimenting with alternative currency settlements, opening the door for a shift away from the dollar in the global energy trade. Reports suggest that Iran is allowing some vessels to pass through the Strait of Hormuz in exchange for payments in Chinese yuan, and early signs of what some are calling a Petroyuan system. China already buys over 80% of Iran's oil exports, often at discounted rates, and bilateral trade has expanded under a 25-year strategic partnership. The shift helps both nations bypass US sanctions and to reduce transaction costs, while also strengthening China's push to internationalize the yuan. Now, despite these shifts, the dollar still remains firmly in control of the global financial system. It still accounts for around 57% of global foreign exchange reserves, compared to just 2% for the yuan, and only about 3.7% of global trade is settled in yuan, highlighting the steep climb ahead of China's currency. However, analysts say that the trend is pretty clear. Gradual diversification is currently underway, with rising geopolitical tensions and growing participation from emerging economies, and the global monetary system may be moving slowly from a dollar-dominated world towards a much more multipolar currency order.